Anthropic has just unveiled its brand new model, Claude 4.5 Opus. And today we're going to compare it with our beloved Gemini 3, focusing exclusively on programming to see which one performs better. We'll start with a simple SVG vector art test. Here is the prompt. Now let's send it and see what it generates. We already have the Gemini code. Let's go ahead and run this. And here is the final result. That looks pretty good. We have a moon, a starry sky, some varied buildings, the ground, and these wires passing. It's a bit confusing what he intended, but overall it's cool. Now let's see what Opus did.
And here it is. It appears very tiny. I'm going to zoom in.
Wow, this looks so much better now. We also have a beautiful moon and a much clearer sky. The buildings are incredibly well designed. Man, this really took me by surprise. What exactly are these tiny little things up here? Are these like futuristic car ships? Yes, that seems to be it. Alright, let's move on to the second test. And here is the prompt.
We already have the code and we're going to run it to see. I'm excited. Look at this.
Ugh, it seems very buggy. I'm not pressing anything and it's already jumping strangely. Do you think that was intentional? I don't believe so. The look is simple, but it's good. I really like the look. It's only these crazy jumps that are strange. If I press any key or tap the screen, the game doesn't restart. Well, let's see what Opus did. This is what Opus did, and visually it looks really beautiful. I'm already seeing a completely glitched enemy up here. Just look at this. The player's eyes move to the direction he's heading. These are the kind of details that we really like. The movement is very fluid and good. He jumps really well, and the height was perfectly thought out. All this right from the start. We even have clouds. What happens if we collide? Let's give it a try. Game over. If I click, it restarts incredibly well. But overall, I'm genuinely surprised by this. Let's see if I can manage to win this. Okay, I'm horrible. Let's move on to the next challenge. Alright, so here's the next challenge. A top-down kart racing game. Let's just give it a try and see how it goes. Let's go.
Check if everything is at max here.
Okay, I'll send it. We already have the Gemini code. Let's paste it here and update that page. And there it is. Let's give it a test. Okay, the visual's cool. The controls are looking good. It seems that everything is functioning quite well. We have a bar right up there, visually diminishing very nicely, changing its color, and quite animated. Overall, it's pretty good. However, if I click, it just restarts. So, let's wait for the bar to go to 0, and then see what happens. Well, everything is working fine. It's a good result. Now let's test the Opus. And here is the Opus. Visually, it seems well crafted. The car has headlights and everything. It looks just like a real mobile game. I feel like Opus's games always seem to be designed for a high difficulty level. Okay, that surprised me. It really did. Let's go ahead and test their front end on a website. Here is the prompt now. Let's go send it and test it. And here's what Gemini has managed to create. It certainly looks very good. This button turned out absolutely beautiful. Let's scroll down and take a look at more. Okay, it's simple, but it's good. Certainly, it's a good start to add more things later. If I click on this button, it just brings me right over here. I really do like that. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the Opus version. And here is the one that's specifically for Opus. And it really does seem that Anthropic's models still absolutely adore the color purple. For this initial part, I'm preferring Gemini's. It's much cleaner. The button Gemini created was also better. However, down here, Claude's version seems better. It seems like it really put in the effort. There are some extra things I didn't specifically ask for. But overall, I actually liked it. These parts down here have become better. When I click, it also takes me to this spot. There are more things located up here. It appears to be working. Overall, I preferred Gemini, but Claude was better with the details, like these things up top. Down below, the fonts are also better here. Both are truly extraordinary models. Alright, let's start creating our Minecraft clone. We'll try a simple prompt, not overly demanding, to give both of them some freedom. We're going to test the one from Gemini now, and here it is. It seems quite simple from what I've seen him do. He can remove the regular blocks. Did I just fall off the block? Was that some kind of bug? It certainly seems so.
I'm stuck on the floor.
It's slow to go.
What else do we have? It's really quite buggy. We have many types of block. What in the world was that all about? I took a fall, and then, somehow, I just found myself right up here. That's actually quite a cool effect. Well, I was expecting a little more, based on what I've seen Gemini achieve. Let's see what Opus has produced. Wait, that looks far too incredible. I'm looking forward to testing. Okay. It really reminds me of Minecraft's world with procedural generation. The colors are just semi-saturated. You can place the blocks well. I can jump and place a block beneath me, as is typical. It's difficult to control because the buttons are inverted. If I move to one side, it goes to the other, and that's bothering me quite a lot. I honestly thought this was just water. Okay, I'm quite certain they can perform much better in future rounds, but let's now proceed to the very last challenge. Alright then, and here is the prompt. Create satisfying particle systems. I'm going to test Gemini 3 directly through the LM Arena to observe if anything changes.
Here it is.
Let's take a look at what else we've got. It turned out much better this way. It's pretty cool.
Let's see the Opus one now. I'm not sure if this one is better or not, but we have more options to configure. Let's see. It's kind of satisfying.
Yes, that's really quite good. Oh.
What do you guys think? Folks, one thing I've noticed is that LM Arena's Opus model isn't the thought version, because here we have the thinking one. So the Opus we tested is without thinking. Does this mean the results would be even better? Let's make a reasoning video using this thinking one. Let's discuss it in the comments.